You sounded less like Seth Rollins and more like Drew McIntyre.
Seth Rollins reveals one part of Triple H's regime he prefers over Vince McMahon. Former WWE Champion Seth Rollins is known to have some of the most fierce rivalries in history, including one with Triple H. While Rollins and the game have had a fair share of business in the squared circle, the Visionary has revealed that he likes one thing he likes in the Triple H regime over Vince McMahon's era over the past few months. The cerebral assassin has proved to be one of the most creative minds in the wrestling industry. The Stanford-based company has reached massive heights of success every week. Millions around the world have come to consider Triple H's era way better than Vince McMahon's. During a recent edition of Insight with Chris Van Vliet, former Universal Champion Seth Rollins revealed that Triple H's WWE had more character freedom than under Vince McMahon. The Visionary stated that he was allowed to use his entire history to enhance his character in the company, which he liked. The nice thing about Triple H's WWE is that you're allowed to be all things at once. You don't have to be a specific, curated character like a cartoon or a one-dimensional being. You get to take your entire history and allow it to take you to the next place in your career. I've always liked to do that, stated Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins couldn't kick off the new year with a victory. The Visionary was recently a part of one of the most anticipated main events in the history of WWE. Rollins faced his arch-rival, CM Punk, on Raw's history-making debut on Netflix in an entertaining match. While the former Universal Champion looked strong throughout the battle, he was pinned by the Second City Saint. While it is still uncertain whether their rivalry will end here or continue to grow until WrestleMania, WWE clearly has big plans for both men for the next few months. Fans will have to wait and see what direction both men are pushed into next. Triple H reacts to criticism of using previously banned terms. CM Punk on whether he'll headline WrestleMania 41. More, the WWE Royal Rumble 2025 pay-per-view event will take place on Saturday, February 1st, kicking off the road to WrestleMania 41. Coming out of the January 6th premiere episode of Raw on Netflix, we have an updated list of participants for the men's Royal Rumble match. During the post-show press conference, CM Punk stated that although he wishes to chase a title on the road to WrestleMania 41, he won't mind mixing it up with John Cena or The Rock due to its big payday. On a potential match with John Cena or The Rock, I think I want gold around my waist. But those two names come with big fat paychecks, so I'm not going to say no to it. It could be interesting. I wouldn't say no to it. I'm into the big, high-pressure money situations. I think that's when I come alive. I definitely owe The Rock. I definitely owe John. I would welcome both of them with open arms. I saw John, passed in him the hallway. He looked a little tired. He looked like he needed to go to sleep. So I'm sure I'll see him in Indianapolis. On if he feels he needs to main event WrestleMania. While I think you'd be foolish to say that it doesn't matter, I would also feel it's foolish to hold me to the same ideas and things that I said 10, 12 years ago. A lot of other people think that maybe I need to main event WrestleMania to, I don't know, solidify anything I've ever done. Like, I never could have come back here and had a Hall of Fame career, right? So, to me, yeah, if that opportunity arises, I'm not going to shy away from it. Because it scares the hell out of me, frankly. And I think if your dreams don't scare you, I think you need to find different ones, bigger ones. Main eventing the first Raw on Netflix is a pretty big deal, though, so nobody else can say they did that. During the post-show press conference for WWE Raw on Netflix, Roman Reigns spoke about John Cena, calling him the GOAT. Reigns said, "Well, I'm an extremely important man with a lot of things to do, so I don't think about these kinds of things. I think John's also a very smart man, and he knows what he's talking about. He has an inside look. This is a really subjective business, and it's really on the fan and the person who's speaking on this matter. But my metrics don't lie." During the post-show press conference for WWE Raw on Netflix, Triple H discussed creating the Raw Cold Open video and the purpose behind it. The 3-minute cold open video featured the use of several insider terms such as heel, face, shoot, and work, and the WWE CCO explained how the goal was to provide something for everyone while also presenting WWE to new audiences. You can check out some highlights from the media scrum below on their goal with the opening video. I think when we first started talking about Netflix and this opportunity tonight, and you look at Netflix's audience, it's everybody. And it's one of the things I think Netflix does so well. They have something there that appeals to everybody. They have something for young people, They have something for older folks, like different products, different things, documentaries. They have everything under the sun on Netflix, and there's something for everybody. So when you have the opportunity to appeal to those people, you want to give them a little of everything. And we felt like it was important for us to sort of pay homage to the past, talk about what this business is. Like, if you've never watched this, if you grew up and you never saw it, what is it? On criticism of the use of insider terms. That was the intent, to capture the emotion and let people know we're not hiding what we do. You know, I saw a lot of chatter today from people saying like, oh my God, they said heel and face and shoot and work in one promo. Like, we're not hiding what we do. That's what we do. And to be honest, I think most of the world understands those terms, and sort of now, they've almost transcended our business. I see people talking about that in other venues. He's a heel, this guy. It's transcended our business. It's what it is. People know what we are. We talk about it. We're not insulting anybody's intelligence, but we're an art form. Absolutely an art form that captures people's emotions. It's not. We don't take ourselves as seriously as most other people take us. So it was all part of trying to capture that and say, if you've watched, watch this, and hopefully we honor what you love. If you've never watched this, watch this, we'll explain to you what we are. That was the attempt. Revisiting when Jon Moxley insulted Triple H on live WWE television. Jon Moxley is one of the most provocative wrestlers in the world. Ever since his debut in AEW, he has taken his game to the next level. On top of that, ever since Moxley became the leader of the Death Riders, there has been no stopping him. His promos are scary and can legitimately strike fear into the hearts of his opponents. During his time in WWE, Dean Ambrose was anything but that. He was a goofy character. However, toward the end of his time there, he slowly started to embrace the dark side of his character. In one such promo, he openly mocked Triple H and said that he needed permission from his father-in-law, Vince McMahon, the then head of WWE. He said, "Oh, what's the matter? Do you have to ask permission from your father-in-law first?" To make matters worse, the crowd started chanting, "Yes, he does." That seemed to irk Triple H, and Jon Moxley giggled in the background. This was when he and Seth Rollins were involved in a rivalry. Bully Ray claims AEW is G.